The night had no intention of being kind. Jack checked his watch, past 9, and the highway ahead had dissolved into a wall of rain. The conference in Blackwater Bay had run late. The boat crossing had taken an hour instead of 20 minutes. And now his office was expecting him on a 10 p.m. conference call about funding he wasn't sure they deserved. His phone showed 2 bars, then 1, then nothing. He drove on anyway. He had been this road before, or thought he had, but tonight the trees bent at wrong angles, and the mile markers appeared too close together, as if the road itself were shortening. Lightning cracked the sky open every few minutes, and in those white flashes he caught glimpses of fields he didn't recognize. The rain intensified.
He had no choice. A roadside diner appeared in the headlights, its single bulb swinging like a pendulum. He pulled over, ran inside, and shook the water from his hair like a man who had been underwater. The place had coffee and pie, and an old man behind the counter who did not ask questions. Jack ordered coffee and sat on a bar stool, watching the storm perform. That's when his phone buzzed.
Jack, where are you? The 10 p.m. call moved up. They're waiting.
Jack stared at his screen. 1 bar, gone. 1 bar again. He typed back 3 words. Running late. Storm. The message sat in his outbox like an apology nobody would receive. He went back to the coffee, burnt his tongue, didn't care. That's when the car door rattled. He assumed it was the wind, but the wind doesn't knock twice with the same rhythm. He stepped outside, ducking under the diner's overhang, and squinted through the rain. A woman stood beside his car. She was soaked through, her white dress clinging to her shoulders, and she was looking directly at him, not with desperation, not with fear, just looking.
Who are you? Do you need help?
She didn't answer immediately. Lightning struck somewhere close enough to feel, and in that half second of daylight, he saw her face. She was young, calm in a way that made no sense in a storm like this.
You're going toward the city?
Yes, after this rain settles.
My house is 2 miles from here, on this road.
He didn't want to say yes. Everything trained in him since childhood, every cautionary story, every instinct, told him not to say yes. But she was standing in a storm, at night, alone. He said yes. She sat in the back seat and did not speak. He drove slowly, the wipers barely keeping up with the rain. The road curved, then curved again. He watched her in the rearview mirror. She sat perfectly still, looking out the window at the darkness, at nothing. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. He glanced back. The back seat was empty. He stopped the car. He got out in the pouring rain and walked around it twice. He opened every door. He checked the floor. He stood in the middle of the highway with rain filling his shoes and understood, with a clarity that had nothing to do with reason, that she had never opened the door to leave. His phone lit up. 1 bar. A message from Miles sent 40 minutes ago.
There was an accident on Route 9 last fall. A woman from Millhaven. Everyone around here still talks about it. Drive safe, Jack. That road is strange after dark.
Jack stood very still. Then he got back into the car, checked every mirror, and drove the rest of the way with all the windows down, rain and all, because some part of him needed to hear the outside world more than he needed to stay dry. He made it to the office. He was late for the call. Never took that road again after sunset.